In this video, we're going to talk about rosacea. What is the psychic root cause and what to do about it? And this is from a comment that I saw in a previous video. So if you have any questions for me, leave a comment and I'll read it and I'll hopefully make a video about it. And if you haven't done so already, also go watch my webinar. This will also sign you up for my email newsletter, and I'm doing crazy Black Friday deals right now, so make sure you sign up for my newsletter. So rosacea. What is rosacea? That's when your skin gets nice and not nice, but it gets super red and rosy. Rosacea, eczema, dermatitis. There's a couple of terms that are kind of thrown around here. So there are two tissues here that we have to talk about. There's the epidermis, which is what you're looking at here, and then there's the dermis, or what we call in German New Medicine, the corium skin, the underskin. The corium skin is designed to protect us from oncoming attacks, and that when the corium skin is affected, that's usually when somebody has acne and whiteheads, those juicy whiteheads that we all love to pop. When someone has rosacea or eczema or flaky skin or psoriasis, that is the epidermis at play. And this is controlled from the younger part of the brain, the newer part of the brain. And that type of conflict is going to be more towards our interactions. It's a separation conflict. Get out of my face. Rosacea maybe a lot of times is get out of my face. Or a baby, if a baby gets it on their face, maybe they don't like having the pacifier shoved in their mouth. Maybe they don't want to be separated from mom's boob. I got a lot of people asking me questions like, how could a baby experience a conflict shock? Being ripped from the teat. A separation conflict. Why is it on your face? A separation. I want to separate or I don't want to separate. Get out of my face. We first have to ask ourselves, when did, ignore the mold toxicity, ignore the dietary crap. When did it start? When did it start? Did it start in high school? No. Did it start in middle school? No. Did it start in college? Oh, yeah, I think it started in college. I'm making stuff up, but this is how this conversation normally goes. Depending on the person's willingness, sometimes somebody comes to me and they got their whole timeline written out, and we just need to fine tune things. Other times it's like pulling teeth. Oh no, I know it's caused by food. Yeah, BS. Why does everyone else eat this food and they don't have eczema, huh? Tell me that. Everybody who has eczema, everybody who has rosacea, they're going to have a ring in their brain in the exact same location every single time. And that the position of that ring is going to change depending if it's on your right hand or your left hand, or your right foot or your left foot, or on your face. There's a very specific reason why your brain decided to put your face into overdrive and not some other organ or some other part of the epidermis. So let's just say this person, oh, my eczema started in college. Okay, well, what was stressing you out in college? Was it a boyfriend? Let's pretend this is a girl. No, I was single. Let's just pretend this woman was single and didn't date anybody and didn't have any boyfriend drama. Highly unlikely, but let's just pretend. No, I didn't have any boyfriend drama. Okay, what about your family? Well, I lived on campus and I didn't get to interact with my family much, but nothing happened there. And I really just can't remember what happened. Oh, I remember now. I had a teacher who spat in my face. We had a disagreement. He was wrong. He was teaching us the wrong thing, and I called him out on it. And we looked it up online. We knew it was wrong. And in front of the whole class, he embarrassed me. And he got in my face, and I could feel the spit on my face. And I wanted to separate from him, but I couldn't because he's a bigger teacher, and the conscious mind's kind of paralyzed. We're in this impossible situation, and then the school didn't back me up. The school was on his side, and I wanted to separate from this person, but I couldn't. So during the conflict active phase, it's cell loss, and the skin can become flaky. It might have a burning sensation, but it isn't until the conflict gets resolved, when it goes into the healing phase. I don't even like using the term the healing phase because it confuses people. The post-conflict resolution phase, and it starts to, you also might get brain fog. It starts to replenish that cell loss, and then that's when it becomes inflamed. And if that inflammation is sticking around for a long time, then the program's on and off. Cell loss, cell restoration. Cell loss, cell restoration. Cell loss, cell restoration. Because it's the next year and you're arguing with a different teacher. Or maybe it's every time you go into a classroom. Maybe it's every time you have this female sees a male teacher. Maybe it's every time they argue with a male. Only you will know the answer. The PTSD reminders, the PTSD triggers, I'm always shocked at how ridiculous they are. Oh, every time I see a man in a red shirt, my face starts to burn, and then it starts to itch. It burns in the conflict active phase, and it itches in the post-conflict resolution phase. And just seeing a conflict reminder, oh, all guys with red shirt, I want them out of my face just because my teacher wore a red shirt every single day. And maybe the phrase is, I want this person out of my face. And it's like a very subtle, subconscious... But we have to let our symptoms do the guidance for us. We can't just sit there and go, well, what makes me stressed out? And that might help, but the ultimate anchor to what it is, oh, my symptoms are, oh my God, my symptoms are flaring up like crazy. Well, it only seems to be bad on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it's my senior year of college, and those are the only 2 days that I scheduled classes. So it's only bad on days where I have to go to school, and it's not bad at all on days where I don't have to go to school. We have to, like, I tell people, in my 13-day protocol, at the top of each day, I have people like writing down, like starting to see the patterns in their symptoms. This isn't random. It's not caused by food unless we believe that, or unless the food is a trigger. The guy threw a piece of bread at you, telling you that you're wrong, and somehow bread gets in the mix. It's a separation conflict. Either get out of my face, or I miss kissing you, or something like that. A lot of people get stuck just thinking on the conflict. Oh, I just get in arguments with men, and I just want to separate from men, get men out of my face. Okay, that's a good step in the right direction. But the conflict shock is going to have the most... That's what started this all. That's the root cause. What is the conflict shock? Because that's going to have the PTSD triggers in it for you. The tracks, as we call them in German New Medicine. He wore a red shirt. He was a male. He was a white male. T-shirt color. Did he wear a hat? Every time I see somebody with a hat, it was only on Tuesdays. It's only when I go to school. We all have a very unique set of beliefs. And, that's going to determine, like why it's a threat to you, or is or isn't a threat to you, or, why this particular situation. Like, it's very interesting what little details the subconscious mind pulls out of these conflict shock memories and takes with us. So sign up for the webinar, watch it. I go over this in all more detail, and I'm also doing crazy Black Friday deals right now. And leave comments down below. What would you like me to talk about next in one of my other videos? And